This is why I hate that Monique
And
got
text me.
got blackballed by Hollywood. You can take it down
Because
now.
she's fierce, huh?
Monique won the Oscar for Precious for a reason. She's, and like I said, people underestimate comics. She's really, really good. She's a great actress. Now, personality wise, she's always getting in trouble. Always. With, if it's not with another comic, D.O. Hughley, it is with the
Somebody.
industry. It's somebody.
What's up, good people, and welcome back to my channel where we bond over our favorite TV shows, trending topics, and everything in between that we care about. So today we are back with another video, and this happens to be a trending topic of Monique is back in the social media streets, in the internet streets, unfortunately with another, for lack of a better word, internet beef, I guess, to some degree. And this time, unfortunately, it's involving three women that I actually enjoy their work. I'm a fan of each of them, and that is Sherri Shepherd from now the Sherri Shepherd Show, and also Kim Whitley, who is also a comedian and an actress, a star in her own right. And they were doing their Two Funny Mamas podcast, and it's also a YouTube channel. I have actually been watching Two Funny Mamas pretty regularly since the pandemic when they first started. And so I'm very much so a fan and an active watcher of their YouTube channel podcast. And what I know about these two women and that particular podcast is that it is not trending topics, blogging, gossip blogging, things like that. It's literally two long-term friends, two women who've been friends for well over 20 years, who happen to be both actresses and comedians and in this field, and they know a lot of other celebrities, and they're just best friends chattering online and sharing a bit of their world with us. And so, like I said, since the pandemic, I've been on that journey with them and hearing their stories, and some of their celebrity friends have come on, etc. So what I know in being an avid watcher of these ladies and their Two Funny Mamas show is that they are very much so supportive and believe in uplifting other, actors and comedians, etc., and especially, Black and brown people. But what I will say is I ended up watching the full episode where this clip comes from, where Sherri Shepherd, in talking about Monique's new horror movie, in which just came up randomly. They had been on that podcast for nearly 2 hours, this particular episode, and it was a long day for Sherri Shepherd, and it was going late into the evening. She had to get up at 4 a.m. And this was towards the end, like the last 20 to 30 minutes of the show, that this just randomly came up, and she was like, oh, yeah, I saw this great horror movie or thriller that Monique is starring in called The Reading, and you guys must check it out. So it came out like that. It was just like, oh, by the way, again, this is kind of a random show where they, share bits of their lives. And she's like many of us would be, I saw this great movie and y'all got to see it. Y'all got to check it out. And so that's how it came up. However, I think what was different with this particular situation is that her being a celebrity herself and knowing Monique, and they all kind of run in the same circles, so to speak, or at least used to. That's a whole nother story. We'll get to that in a minute. But she ended up giving a little personal commentary about her personal thoughts with Monique that some of us honestly can identify with as well. So let's take a look.
Oh, okay, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Monique. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Y'all have got to see Monique in the scary movie called The Reading.
Oh, right. Remember?
Oh my gosh.
And my boy did the movie.
Oh my gosh, she's on her WW. I'm looking at all like 19 people.
Here, you were giving kudos. You were giving kudos to this.
Yes. Okay. Let me tell y'all
Reading.
something.
Look at her.
Go watch.
You saw it?
Yes.
My boy Rob Wilkes, who was a producer of the radio,
Okay.
is his movie.
This is why I hate that Monique got blackballed by Hollywood. You can take it down now.
Because she's fierce, huh?
Monique won the Oscar for Precious for a reason. She's, and like I said, people underestimate comics. She's really, really good. She's a great actress. Now, personality wise, she's always getting in trouble. Always. With, if it's not with another comic, D.O. Hughley, it is with the industry. It's somebody. But this movie, The Reading with Monique, when I tell you, I almost turned it off. This sucker it scared me. But Monique is funny in it too. It's a horror / damn comedy. I'ma tell you something. And Monique got it on her thing. So it's not gonna be me giving away the movie because she's got it posted. The girl who about to get killed, Monique got a knife. And she does this because the girl's like, you think this is a joke? And Monique is doing this because she crazy as bat. And Monique is like this. She like this. And she looks up at the girl. She goes, bitch, is that my sweater? Because the girl put on Monique's clothes. She goes, bitch. You know, she do her nose up. So is that my sweater? When I tell you, first of all, I was like this. And then I fell out laughing.
Oh my God.
Fell out. Y'all look at the reading.
See, Monique, spiritual possession in the trailer.
Because it's about spiritual possession. Yeah. But I want y'all to look at the reading and then leave comments on the YouTube, the show, and tell me how you like the reading. That daggone girl had me cracking up.
Really?
Yes. And I hate that Monique, whatever stuff was going on, we're not going to talk about it, that led to her being blackballed. I hate that because as an actress,
great talent.
She's so talented. Monique should be where Melissa McCarthy is right now.
Absolutely.
After winning an Oscar. Tiffany Haddish did not win an Oscar, but was one of the biggest blockbuster movies. And look at where Tiffany Haddish is. Mm-hmm. Monique won an Oscar for Precious and should be doing much more. And that is all I'm going to say. That's it. But I am going to give her props for this suspense horror.
So yeah, as you can see, that was Sherri's words. I feel like it was kitchen table talk. As I said, this podcast, this particular episode was going nearly 2 hours. And I feel like possibly if Sherri had been 100% alert and not ready for bed and try to prepare to get up at 4 a.m, that she possibly would have edited even more of what she said. However, with that being said, I will say that many of us can't disagree with it. What she stated, there was facts in what she stated in the sense of Monique has been in quite a bit of controversy. Some will say in part due to her personality. Some will say in part due to her knowing her worth, et cetera, But that's up for debate. But what we cannot disagree with is that Monique has a track record of fallouts, which have affected her career. And as much as they like to say, blackballing doesn't exist, I think more people are more transparent about it now. It is definitely true that in the entertainment industry, blackballing does exist, and they're being very transparent about it right here. So of course, Monique, being the type of personality that she is, did not let this fly. And what I will say is, I think Sherri definitely gave some props, and I know some people are going to feel like I'm taking sides. What I will say for clarity is that I do feel that Sherri put her foot in her mouth. I definitely feel that way. Not that I don't feel like she was wrong in anything she said, but I do feel like she put her foot in the mouth. This was kitchen table talk that unfortunately made it out into the public, because on their podcast, they are a little bit more open and transparent. I feel like, as we even see with Sherri's show, and she's been very clear that she's not a Wendy Williams, that she is not, nor does she want to be a Wendy Williams. That's why her show is more lighthearted. That's why she doesn't really do trending topics. It's more, general things. She won't talk about other celebrities, et cetera. So that is by design. And so knowing that about her, I feel like this was a bit of a slip up and a bit of a transparent moment. Again, kitchen table talk. So anyway, of course, Monique, being the woman that she is and the personality that she is, did not let this fly. So she got word of this and saw this clip. Obviously, I'm pretty sure if people send me stuff, I'm pretty sure hundreds of thousands of people probably sent her this clip, like, look at what Sherri said about you. So Monique took to her Instagram, The Real Mo Worldwide, and she responded. And she says, "Hello, Sherri and Kim. First, thank you for your compliments. regarding my talents and performance in the reading. I couldn't help but notice, though, that you two said because of my personality, I'm always getting in trouble. You then attempted to show a connection between my personality and me being blackballed, along with the fallout I had with brother D.L. Hughley. Well, we should name some others, but okay, that is the one that Sherri actually mentioned. But there's a tracking. Steve Harvey, Lee Daniels, the list could go on and on if I had time to think about it. Anyway, Monique goes on to say, in addition, you two within the same breath mention how we as comics are underestimated. First thing, kids with their parents, criminals with the law, and slaves with their masters get into trouble. And last time I checked, I don't fit into any of these categories to get in trouble with anyone mentioned. Do you two? When you two say we as comics are underrated, you, Sherri, Kim, and I are ironically all black female comics. Why do you think we're underrated? My personality is of such where I have to speak up and out against injustices. So we can stop being, as you both said, underrated. And if you notice, I haven't ever started a conversation about you two that involved any negativity in any way in all of the years that I've known the two of you. Check my resume. I don't go knocking on anyone's door saying things I can't substantiate. But some people have a problem with me because when they knock on my door with the BS, I answer. She goes on to say, anytime the team of you two sisters would like to speak with the team of my husband and I, we welcome it. Thank you two again for the compliments, though backhanded, and please, no regardless, I still love you both to life. So yes, that was Monique's response to Sherri putting her foot in her mouth. Basically, is what I gathered from it. Sherri Shepherd telling the truth while yet kind of putting her foot in her mouth, because this is the last thing that Sherri Shepherd wanted to come from this. But it is, what it is. You guys let me know what you think about it below. Also, what I was happy to find out as I was looking into this a little deeper for you guys is that the reading is a production by Lee Daniels. So we had heard a few months ago, sometime last year, I think it was, that Monique and Lee Daniels had made amends and he apologized to her for, what went down. Was it Precious? I forgot what movie it was. I think it was Precious. But what went down with her, not wanting to promote, and that's basically how she ended up getting blackballed by not only him, but Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. There you go. I'm thinking of other names of people she got into it with. Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, now Sherri Shepherd. Her and Kim Whitley fell out as well many years ago. And to be honest, I don't know if Kim Whitley ever shared exactly why. But here's a clip of Kim talking about the relationship that she had, or talking about Monique in general. And so let's listen to this.
But I will tell you, Monique is one of the friends I do miss. I will say that. Not a lot of friends that I don't have friends that I'm not in touch with really anymore. And I'm just picking the right time. I'm going to reach out and take my chances because I will say, Monique, people think that, her rhetoric and different things, but if you listen to her, Monique makes sense in a lot of things that she breaks out. She's always been very intelligent, very insightful. She reads, and I think what really changed her life, she read this book called Black Hollywood. And if you read that book, it talks about the people that came before us and what they had to go through. And I think that sparked something in her, like they went through that.
So what I thought was interesting about this is that, again, in being I am a biased probably fan of Two Funny Mamas and Kim Whitley, and I watched her reality show she had years ago on OWN, Raising Whitley. So I've definitely followed her for quite a while. And what I will say about her is that she has definitely always had her friendships. All the friendships she has are long lasting, decades. She gets friends and they stay with her like that. That is basically how she rolls. And so what we can say about Monique from the evidence that we see in a lot of this social media stuff is that she does not quite have the same track record, at least the friends that, you know, the celebrity public friends that we know. I'm not saying that she doesn't have any, you know, real life personal friends that have been around many years, etc. But I think the track record speaks for itself, basically, of a person who's able to maintain relationships versus a person who is not. What I will say, and it speaks to what Kim Whitley said as well, is that I do not believe that what Monique stands for or even what she says is wrong. I truly believe the great majority of it is very true, and I get where she's coming from. I think the issue, and some people are like, it's not an issue at all, like she can live her life the way she wants, and that's true, and I feel that same way. However, I feel like, for me personally, my own opinion is that the issue that Monique really has, and what's holding her back, so to speak, from being even greater than what she has, the level that she's come to, is her delivery. And also, you don't always have to respond to everything. I kind of look at this situation as one in which she could have just let it go, because Sherri was promoting her new movie, which I'm gonna check out. I didn't know anything about it, honestly, until this, so thank God for publicity. So I'm gonna check it out because of that. But I really feel like, had she just let it slide, had Monique let it slide, it actually would probably make Sherri look worse than Monique. Whereas right now, it's kind of, in eyes of some people, will be, you know, half and half, or some people will look at it like, here go Monique again, you know, at least. But, you know, she always approaches, well, I'm not going to say that. And I was about to tell y'all a lie. I was about to say she always approaches these things, you know, with a level of grace and all, and, you know, like a read within, like the tone is kind, but she's reading throughout, which this is brilliantly written, very well written. But I was going to tell you guys that line in there, I recall the names that she's called: Oprah and Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels and D.L. Hughley, and even his daughter. She went as far as to start dragging his daughter too. So yeah, I'm sorry for lying to y'all. Apologize. I won't do it again. But anyway, that is you know, that's this story. I'm hoping it doesn't go any further. I don't really see Sherri doing a lot of back and forth on it. I kind of don't see her addressing it on her show unless it gets bigger, but you never know. But yeah, with that, just wanted to share this with you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And until next time, until I upload the next video, make sure to take care and be blessed. Peace.
Hey, popping like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seem like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the jets. Save a couple hundred by your